Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Commodores' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hokies offense takes the field to start this game off. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. After run, now throw. Oh, it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you to the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Across the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw. It's Huffman. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Doors! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call them a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I've got to make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses good. Like the running game, the versatility.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Hokies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Now they're going to throw it. On the run, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's right on target. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Commodores are marching down the field. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. He leaves it with his back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete on the right side. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Direct snap. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pulls it in.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fast motion from the offense. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
That is how it's done on third down. It should be no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Looking for a man. It's Huffman. Got his man quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up the 3 spot. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 16 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Hokies in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
But when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. On the ground with the counter. Makes one man miss. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Leaves it with the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility.
And they got him for the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Commodores will send out the punt unit. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
They go to the draw. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in two gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited, because that guy doesn't get many of those.
He's up to 55 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fakes the grab on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making this.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Skips away from pressure. He's got him wide open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Huffman. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get the... There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Shoots it to the left. Tosses it incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he'll be brought down. Now we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Nashville as we say hello from our broadcast studios. It's been very evenly played through 2 quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hokies will boot it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Makes the catch.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Louisiana Tech.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The short hands. It's Penn.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air. It's Francis. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Goodness gracious, I don't know if that head coach is gutsy or crazy.
Probably both, maybe both. A lot of coaches are, but the analytics do say you should go for it more on 4th down than conventional wisdom would suggest.
We're 20.
Fair enough.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. It's complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fires downfield. Makes a connection. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. And the Commodores are threatening on first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Hokies want to move quickly. On second down, he'll fire. Firing to the right, complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
They'll go to the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the... Third and short now from their own 48. Quick pass on the fly motion. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got him cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the... Now the this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to... they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. The Commodores will call on their punt team. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Take the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. He looks that one in nicely. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Live by the blitz. Get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. They're trying to slam it in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Touchdown, Hokies! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to add another.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Francis. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Really nice run.
the running back.
Pick up and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he's got it inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vandy. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and they vault on top by 1 here in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws for the tight end. And that pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Commodores. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He'll throw on third down. They'll run the screen, and the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Going up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. He's looking for a man on second down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They're going to throw it again. Coming after it. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Number 5.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be aggressive.
And don't let that scare you, right? You've been executing offensively. You still got the lead, Jesse. No need to panic.
Yeah, and this is where your leaders on offense really have to step up. They got to keep everybody calm and make sure everyone's on the same page here on this drive.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Got his man on the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And how about that alertness and that... to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Now, a 4th down.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
They'll line up to go for 2. It's complete to the right. He's in there for the 2, and now the lead stands at 10. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.